Okay. We're only a little late. It's not that late, right? Me being on time is always just like a funny concept because it never seems to work out that I'm actually on time. I'm almost always about 5 minutes late. Let's see. Submit my taxes. Hello, Swifty. Congrats on grabbing first. That is your 69th time total. Appreciate it. My light is flickering. Come on, don't do this to me. I need everything to work today. I really need a win today. Jams, hello. How's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome on in. Swifty spawn camping again. Does that surprise you? Does that surprise you guys? Okay, it didn't update the stream thumbnail for the vertical stream. Great. Okay, let me fix that really quick. It's a minor inconvenience, but I noticed it, so we're fixing that. Nathan, you've been spawn camping. Exactly, spawn camper. I've been here for 10 minutes. Crazy. Nathan, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Swifty, you as well. All right, let me sit up here and go ahead and publish, confirm. For those of you who aren't in the Discord, I will go ahead and mention this as well. The YouTube channel is like really close to being monetized actually. So if you have the means and you don't like really mind, if you'd like to lurk over there at least, that it would be really cool because we're like 20 hours away from having that like all done, and then I don't have to worry about that metric ever again, except for the part that I would want to worry about. But it would be cool to have that by the end of the month. I'm just throwing it out there, but there's no pressure either way. Whatever you guys want to do, appreciate ya. Water Ghost, thank you for sending your taxes. Reg, I recently became king. You are King Water Ghost now. King Fish Boy. How does it feel to be a king? Do tell. Loading up YouTube now. Nice. Appreciate ya. So for those of you who didn't see, there is a new YouTube video out, detailing what happened last week in the Forever World. We built this bridge all on stream, but then like directly after that stream, I recorded for about an hour, and it was pretty much just me obtaining cows, and then that was it, pretty much. Very anticlimactic for a full video, but it was all right. I felt, you know, I've done a lot worse. I've done a lot worse. So we'll see if I can do more this next episode. I've got a lot to record this week because I have the 1500 subscriber special that I promised. That is gonna take a little bit of work, but hopefully it's just like a 3-hour recording session and then like a 5-hour editing session, because most of it won't get used. That's how those kind of videos usually go for the style that I'm making that one. And then I need to start working on the King SMP Season 3 download release video. And then on top of that, I have the Forever World video coming out next week. So I've got 2 longer form videos next week, and then I've got the King SMP video the week after that. I also have shorts and streams, and I am drowning under my own promises that I made. But the second I get some of them done, I don't have to worry about them ever again, and I can kind of focus on sustainability over what I'm currently doing. Because what I'm currently doing is not, like, it's sustainable to an extent, but the longer you continue this path of, I need to have a video done, but I never have time to work on a backlog, it starts to get exhausting. I can confirm that much. So my hope is we'll get into a little bit of a lull in March where I'm not like doing a whole bunch of new things and I'm just focusing on maintaining and actually just expanding operations into backlog instead of just like, oh man, we're gonna we're gonna pretend that I can actually sustain everything that I've been doing. Okay, boop. Hey Frog, welcome on in on the YouTube side. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Nathan, thank you for popping in on YouTube as well. Appreciate you both. Hello, hello. Also, sorry about the ads, guys. I know they suck, but they're over now. Welcome on in, Nikita. Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. How are you doing? We do have one name for the cows. I believe it was Ellently. Left a comment saying one of the cows should be named Oreo, which I really liked. So one of them is going to be called Oreo. I don't know what we're going to name the other two, but I do know we will have to leave a couple more names on there, I think. I shall lurk here to try and help with the thing. I appreciate you so much, Frog. You are the best, for real. Thank you so much. Today we're just digging. So I've got 2 diamond pickaxes right now. And we're just going to try to take a huge chunk out of this, stone here. We might be able to get it all done today. We might not. Who knows? I don't know. But what I can say is I'm going to try. And that's all that matters. I like ads means my favorite streamer gets paid. Well, I appreciate that, Nathan. I'm assuming that's me. That might be a little bit, egotistical, but you know what? I never claimed to not be egotistical, right? I have so much money. I spent $15 on a single pair of socks. They were JFK themed. Okay, that's fair. I get it. Were they like, are they warm as well, or are they just John F. Kennedy themed? I say just. That's like, that is premium sock theming right there. My name, Water Ghost. Hey, you got the name change on YouTube. Welcome on in. And King, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I don't care about channel points over on Twitch. I care about Mr. Eggnog to get monetized. Reg, egotistical, nope. No, never. I could never be. But I appreciate that. Really, I do. I'm not. I don't. What's an ego? I don't have one. Guinevere, hello. How are you doing? Welcome on in. And I've got an email. From who? I can't say. That's like mildly ominous. Ego is like those waffles, right? Oh yeah, the Eggo waffles. I know a person who works at an Eggo waffle factory. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think it's cool. It was foretold that I would be the waffle overlord, and I've got like a person that's working in the factories at this very moment. They're compromising the company for me. Like, it is... The lore runs deep when it comes to waffles. JFK themed because they have holes in them. Wild. Ouch. But that is so fair. That is solid. Solid joke there. I mean, it's got at least one hole. Only one hole, very historically accurate. Crazy. Urban Optimist, hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. You do? I do know. Sorry guys, that was me. I emailed Reg. Yeah, it was all Frog. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but Frog is emailing me. I think it was some sort of question about cheese. I don't know. I didn't read it really. I just kind of sent it straight to spam. Bit harsh. I debated about not sending it. No, we've talked about worse here. You're good. You're chill, dude. The big thing, honestly, that I try to stay away from with chat is super heavy topics or current politics. Just because, for example, certain world tragedies that have happened in the past that were a long time ago even. I have talked about that before, and some people have not taken lightly to some of the jokes. Admittedly, some of them were probably in poor taste. I will admit that. But, I generally try to stay away from some of that as well. Current politics is just a big no-no anyway. But, older politics I'm okay with. Mentioning certain names are okay too. I used to have Trump socks that came with combable hair and a mini comb. That is awesome. That is actually so cool. What the heck? About the payment for the drawing lessons. Oh, yeah. If you guys didn't know, I offer drawing lessons because I'm a very well-known artist, actually. It's $100 per hour. But honestly, that's a really good deal, all things considered, you know? People of my caliber don't even teach lessons. No dark joke is too dark. I like that theory. I kind of subscribe to it now. Wait, we can email our favorite YouTube people / streamers? You can. Yeah, you can. I do have an email. I don't know where it's listed, actually. I need to probably set that up a little bit more clearly, because it is there. I just haven't done it. Right now, I just get a bunch of spam, because it's listed, I think, on Twitter, of all places. But if you ever wanted to email me, you can email myself at KingRegNog04@gmail.com. That is my current business email address. You might be asking why 04? Well, that is my birth year, and you may be originally thinking that. It's actually also the 4th account under the KingRegNog name. Before I even started streaming, I had one. That one I have been locked out of. The second one... What happened to the second one? I think I used it for... I used it for a login for something that I probably really didn't really want attached to the business account because I try to keep all my inboxes separated. It's not like one of the core accounts like YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. Just before somebody's like, I can now hack his account. No, you can't. Good luck. Right, 04, you're a youngster unk. Yeah, I know. I'm like so hip. Like I know all about the skibbity toilets and John Porks. I hate the second one. How dare you, Frog? How dare you? Almost died to a creeper? Oh no. I'm sorry, Urban. Well, I'm glad you didn't die. That would have sucked. Are you on Java or Bedrock? Right now, I'm currently playing Java Edition. I have played Bedrock in the past, and I used to host a server that allowed Bedrock on, but currently I'm just playing Java, and I don't have the server anymore. Okay, where is the exit? I thought we would have hit it by now. Am I just being impatient? No, I was. Yeah, never mind. I am so grateful to be taught by such a great artist. We should do an art stream, you know, during the 12-hour stream, whenever that happens. I should definitely do a portion of the stream that has us drawing. I don't know what we would draw, But I think it would be kind of fun to try to draw something. Especially if I could get one of my friends to hop on mic so that they could try to guide me. And we could do it blindfolded. Like, that would go crazy. I don't know if that would happen or not, but it's an idea. I spent the last 5 minutes trying to come up with an absurd American Revolution joke, but there isn't much there. Fair enough. Hey, how's the stream going? Hello, Casual Coder. It is going very well. How are you doing? It's good to see you. We're just digging a hole today, or working on digging a hole anyway. My plan for the next episode is actually, I think we'll try to get our little staircase done here, which will really change up the whole area. And I'd like to also get the entrances done. But the biggest one, honestly, is down there. I need to actually get the cow pin done. And then that will kind of have that project wrapped up so I can start doing things like the library or starting to collect wool for beds if I wanted to go bed mining with in the nether, or any other animal I guess I could have down there. I don't know. But I just want to like really I want to try to get this base not wrapped up like super soon, because I've still got like several episodes worth of ideas. I did not light this up. We need to get some torches together. I don't know though. We'll see. I don't want to like make a ton of promises for next episode because I've only got like a week to record it right now. And as you guys know, me and deadlines, we just don't get along. I've tried to get along with the deadlines. It doesn't work. I don't know what's with that. But quite literally, I was about to finish my last episode, episode 4, and I literally stopped everything I was doing because I couldn't get myself to finish it. I was like falling asleep in the middle of editing it over and over and over again. So I opted, instead of finishing the episode immediately, I decided I was going to sit there and play a video game to stimulate my brain because I didn't want to fall asleep. And then I finished the episode like 3 hours later at like 5 a.m. maybe. I don't know. It was late. It was really late. Can we have, hang on. I need to read in order. Blind, deaf, mute challenge, but it's with drawing instead of cooking. Ooh, that could be fun. I've had somebody suggest doing the blind, deaf, mute challenge for Minecraft, like a Minecraft speedrun, which would be interesting as well. But, I could see that being interesting with drawing. I'll think about it. Can we have Admiral on for a guest appearance in the 12-hour stream? Can he just come into the stream and say TikTok and then leave a guest cameo? He's not gonna show his feet, Nathan. Who mentioned feet? What? Huh? So why do you want to trap animals in catacombs like an Edgar Allan Poe writing? Was the stuff you have to do with the deadlines? Next, so, okay. For me, I set my own deadlines for everything. If I don't, I will never actually get work done. So last week I worked a total of 28.5 hours because of all those deadlines. So next week, the plan is I need to release a video on Wednesday for the 1,500 YouTube subscriber special. I promised that, I think when we hit 1,000, I said, I don't think I'm going to do a 1.5K special. And somebody said, well, what if you did this? I was like, well, okay, that's a little different. We could try that. So I have to get that done for Wednesday. I've got the Forever World video this weekend. Next weekend, I guess. Whatever Saturday is. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my deadline for the Forever World video. So I got 2 videos due there. plus the shorts, plus I'm also going to try to get ahead and try to get the King SMP video at least written, but I'd also like to get it recorded and edited before next week, because that also comes out Wednesday next week. Not this Wednesday that's coming up, but the one after that. Math. Somebody can math that. I don't care. Boop. That's definitely too many sticks, but that's okay. You did just now. Oh, to answer your question about whether Admiral will show up or not, he might. I know he's talked about it before, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't want to be on camera. And I don't force him or anything. But last time he was on stream, I'm trying to remember. It would have probably been a Starfield stream. He wanted to play Starfield, and so I stuck him in front of the stream so that he could try it out on stream, and it did not go super well because he doesn't know how to talk to a camera yet. So I need to like media train that kid a little bit before I let him loose again, at least alone. But he may be able to show up, who knows. It's kind of been a long-standing tradition, though. Anytime I do the 12-hour stream, he's out of town. It doesn't seem to matter how hard I try to make it so that he can be here. He's just always out. So it's kind of funny. There's a good chance that he'll miss this 12-hour stream as well. Like, all of it. Because he missed the last one that we did a little over a year ago. He missed a lot of the 24-hour stream that we did. He missed half of that, and then the other half he was really busy during. And then the last quarter of it, he was, I don't know if he knew, but our cat was pretty sick, and we were like, we're gonna have to take him to the vet. And then that was the night that he also that we also put down the cat. So like there's a whole range of things going on during the 24-hour stream that I found out at the very end of it. And then there was a 12-hour stream before that, but we had visitors. I don't think he's ever seen any of my long streams. Outside of, like, the 6-hour streams that we used to do often, but those aren't really long. They were just... I mean, those were normal streams for me at that point. I don't know. You seemed interested last time. I kind of seem to remember that, too. I'm doing well, looking for the next video. Well, there will be some more coming very soon. I can confirm that. Hey losers, I'm back over here, but still on the YouTube stream. Hey, welcome back, Water Ghost. What's up, iPad Kid? I hate this because I don't have a good comeback. Math like the stuff they did in Breaking Bad. Exactly. That kind of math. You called us losers. You started it? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was a while ago. It was probably about a year ago now, I think. With him also, because he doesn't have a face, it's kind of a little annoying to get him all set up, because to mic him and me, I have to set up a crappy mic, so I just turn on this thing. But for him, he's got to use this, but I can't sound check him, so I just have to trust that it's fine. And then also, his disguise is very hot and itchy. So it's kind of like, I don't want to put him through a long appearance if he is on, maybe 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Shush Unk. I remember that. Cameratology 101 with Professor Reg on the Riz. If you want Admiral content, there's a 40-minute podcast episode between him and King. I forgot, yes, my secret podcast channel. Is the episode still even out, or did I unlist it? I can't remember. Welcome on in, Panda. Hello, hello. Thank you for spending your taxes 110 times total. Hello, you are in a cave? I am in a cave of my own making, yes. I have been digging a hole to put my base in. And so in here, we're actually going to be setting up my great hall where all the dwarves would come together and, I don't know, probably really, like, sing and do something cool. I don't know. You're streaming? I am, yes. I won't be streaming super long, though. I don't usually stream very long on Sundays, if at all. But I am streaming, yes. How's it going, Pointless? It's good to see you, dude. Oh, new mod. You got a sword? Everybody's thinking you're new. Oh, no. Pointless has been here since day one. This is one of my friends from real life. We have him about Admiral or something? Yes, we are. Diamond Tools, you are rich. I'm a little rich. Not as rich as some people, but a little bit. New blood, you got a sword. I'm not new, I'm an OG. He doesn't have a face. What happened to it? I cut it off and I sewed it to a horse. Why a horse? I don't know. It was just the first thing I could think of that didn't sound super illegal. So, take that for what you will. Midnight, welcome on in. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole indeed. Diggy, diggy hole. Pointless has been here since the beginning of time. Long before time had a name. It's out? Okay. Gotcha. Did you eat it? Yes, I ate his face. The water ghost Nathan Beef is eternal. I know, but you're a new mod, another mod make suffer. Cool, nice meeting you, OG. The first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago. Oh boy. We love Ninjago in this household. Minecraft player, let's go. Hello, Charlie. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Mohammed, hi. That does sound super illegal. Think that's still illegal. Cutting off somebody's face is illegal. Sewing it to a horse's face probably is also illegal. I don't know that to be 100% certain. It depends. Is it a taxidermied horse or is it a live horse? Because I feel like there's very different laws depending on if the horse is dead or alive. I feel like if it's taxidermied, you could probably do whatever you want with it. Probably. If it's a live horse, there's definitely some laws against sewing it to the horse. It doesn't make it much better. No, it doesn't. It does not. Or maybe you're not. I was just trusting what Nathan said. Two lesbians versus a horse? Is this a meme I don't know about? What? Oh. But my 5th grade math teacher said that 2 negatives make a positive. I mean, maybe you're right then. We just do 2 illegal things at once, and it automatically becomes law that you have to do it, right? Did you know that the golden dandelion became a meme, like a serious meme? What? No? Huh? Hello, Rift. Welcome on in. Surely nothing goes wrong, right? Nothing. Nothing at all. Camman 18. What about Camman, huh? Please don't. I beg, please. I'm confused. You guys are, like, really confusing me. Because I'm getting Sweet Innocent Reg from Nikita here. I've got Water Ghost begging Swifty to not say something. And then I've got Swifty claiming that Minecraft Flower became a meme. And then Muhammad is saying that Kamen18 made the meme. I just finished playing Rocket League for 8-ish hours straight. Oh boy. Some serious Rocket Leaguing over there. W, your pickaxe. I'm gonna let it break because I don't have mending. And I've got diamonds. There's no reason for me to not use it right now. The golden dandelion, which is a golden dandelion. I'm not watching that on stream right now, but I will check that out. I guess. But I appreciate the warning also, Mohammed. I do. That was very nice of you to warn me that it was about to break. Second Kamen18 covered the golden dandelion. He became associated with it in memes. Politics and the other things aside, what did you think about the Super Bowl halftime show? I didn't watch it. I know it wasn't for me, so I have no issue just not watching the halftime show. I'm not gonna make like a big stink about it. Like, I don't speak Spanish well enough to enjoy the show. For me, lyrics do matter. So, I didn't really feel very compelled to watch it. I'm glad other people enjoyed it. But it just wasn't my preference. There's nothing wrong with people enjoying it, though. I watched the Super Bowl, the rest of it. I felt like it was kind of a little bit of a letdown. There was very little action going on. The amount of field goals was kind of crazy. But, you know, we'll pretend that didn't happen, and it's all good. Oh, dang. To be honest, I would just get villagers to get diamond tools and armor so I can justify breaking all the diamonds I want. That's fair. I told myself I'm not doing villagers really at all unless I absolutely have to. Until I get the mending books from fishing. Just so people can't say that I was cheating to get some of my mending or anything like that. It's just easier to not have them at all than to say, oh, I'm only not doing mending right now. But that's fair. I see a video, even the Spanish didn't know what he was saying. I will say that's one of the unique things about Spanish is depending on where you're from, it's very different. So Bad Bunny is from Puerto Rico, which is a very different Spanish from the rest of the world Spanish, really. You know, I know my friend, he makes fun of one of my friends whose family is from Puerto Rico because he's from Mexico. And he makes fun of her, and he also makes fun of another person who's from Colombia because all three of them speak very, very different Spanishes. Like, the base is the same, but there's a lot of words that mean something completely different depending on where you're from, which is very interesting. I think one that they always argue about is straw, which is just, it's silly that they argue about it just because it's silly, but that's one example I know of. You ever played Minecraft on the 360? What? What are we talking about with 360? I used to play 360 all the time, man, yeah. Welcome on in, Mixka. How is your stream? I saw that you guys were playing... I was lurking. Oh, you were doing a dual stream. But I forgot what it was on. I know you were playing some Minecraft. How was it, though? Do tell. Appreciate the raid. If you guys need to pop out and do any of the post-stream things, eat, drink, sleep, walk the dog, any of those things, please feel free to do so. But welcome, raiders. How's it going? No, that problem on the OG edition. Even the ads sucked. Support representation, what it stood for. Type of music isn't for me. Not a language thing. Just not my field of music. That's fair. Every time I go mining, I have 900 stacks of copper, right? Oh, I see. That's probably what you're talking about with 360. You do know that Java was before 360, though, right, Charlie? Run the ball, 4th down, flip. Run the ball, 4th down, flip. Pretty much, yeah. Defense was just too good. I don't also really care for that music, though, as well, Rift. I can't agree there. Even the ads suck. There was a few good ones, but it wasn't great. Yeah, I tend to agree. Normally they are interesting in our big movie announcements and big stuff. Nope. 3 AI ads, insurance, random companies, and like 2 random movie ads. Sounds about right. Ricans didn't understand them either. I'll link the video in Discord. It's only short. I'll check that out after stream. Love it so much. Left before the halftime show even started. Dang. Fair. So fair. Hello, Mixka. Hope you're doing well. Hello. You started an Xbox 360 World a few days ago. I love it. That's fair. 360 was a good time. That's where I started playing Minecraft, honestly. Do you have diamond armor? I think this is diamond armor. I could be wrong, but I do, yeah. I actually have a mod that shows it right down here over the health bar, so you can see exactly what gear I'm wearing. So if I change my pants out for gold, it also has gold down there. So you guys can always see what I'm wearing if you ever have a question about that. So we're just digging a hole today, Raiders. Nothing too crazy. And we're talking about all the things. So we're talking about the Super Bowl. We were talking about other things before this, and I forgot what they were. A 12-hour stream that may or may not be happening soon. It probably won't be happening. We were talking about the golden dandelion being a meme, apparently. I don't know anything about that. And then we're also talking about Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. But if any of you need to pop out, raid and run, do the post-stream things. I know myself, even as a lurker, I tend to lurk a little bit too long, and then I'm like, oh no, I forgot to do all these other things. This includes you guys too. If you need to take care of yourselves, please do. But I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for lurk, Mixka. Have an amazing stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate ya. Your friends do? No, I'm saying here I like the stream. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. ChatGPT's AI ad was one of my favorites. I don't think I watched ChatGPT ad. I don't know. I missed a lot of them because we didn't start watching the game again until they were already in the second half. We went and flipped over to the Olympics, and I think it was hockey that they were playing. I can't remember though. Water Ghost, thank you for name tagging. W. He likes ads, they pop up out of nowhere. It's a common tradition here in the US when the Super Bowl plays. I don't know where you're from, that's why I'm just specifying, because we've got people from all over the world. We watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. The Super Bowl is just American football's World Cup, essentially, because no other country plays professionally. I don't know what would happen if we started, like... I mean, I know we've tried to get it out there a little bit more. That's kind of actually why they picked Bad Bunny, I believe, to do the Super Bowl halftime show. was because he's got a larger cultural net. So theoretically, you can get a lot more people interested in football in general, American football. Just by maybe intriguing them to watch the whole game. I don't know if... I would be interested to see the stats on this, and we'll probably never get to. But I'd be really interested to see if more people watch the game or the halftime show. Because there was a lot of people who turned off the halftime show because they weren't interested. And there were a lot of people who probably only watched the halftime show, is my guess. That's just a guess. I don't know for certain, but my imagine American football World Cup and the American team is with the best American players. An all-American football team against any other country would go crazy. Because I know, like, isn't it basketball? They have USA versus the world or whatever. I know it's a really big thing. I don't watch basketball. I'm not gonna lie, I find it incredibly boring to watch. Maybe it's different in person. Maybe you just gotta really, like, get into it and invest yourselves in it. I don't know. I just find it very, very boring. Thank you for the alert, Panda. Appreciate you. I live in the U.S., but I am from Jordan. Okay, nice. Very nice. And I think soccer's better. I don't like soccer. I think it's boring. Now, I will say, soccer I could get more behind than basketball. But I find it very... I just find it very low stakes is the thing. I like a game that has a little bit more physicality to it. It's why I enjoy UFC when it's on. I don't go out of my way to watch it, but when it is on, I'm like, okay, I can really enjoy watching this. Same thing with like football. There's a lot more risk to it, which makes it feel more rewarding watching somebody win, because you see how much they put on the line. When you're just taking a ball from one side of a field to the other, and the second they touch you, it's a penalty, and you're rolling around on the floor. I'm not minimizing how much it probably hurts, but soccer and basketball players are some of the most dramatic people I've ever seen. That being said, I'm not dissing it if you enjoy it. It's just my perspective on it is kind of that way. And that may just be the way it's viewed here in America as a lot different than other countries and cultures. But I think physical sports are a lot more interesting when it comes to the danger factor to it, I guess. For example, the Olympics even. I like hockey. Curling was not very fun to watch. I only invested myself in it because they were telling stories about the players themselves, and I was like, okay, this is... I can invest myself in the fact that they staked a lot of time in practicing this, and they still probably work normal human jobs, because who's out there doing curling as their job? I don't know if that's a thing at all. Honey Bunna, welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? I will drop a follow right this second. I have not done that yet. Thank you so much. How's it going, Raiders? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright, there we go. Colin Pointer, hi. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. Honey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate ya. What were you guys up to today? Wait, you're on Java? I am on Java, yes. Why are you mining so much? I'm building a huge dwarven base, and so you need a lot of space to do stuff down here. It's a little big, but I think it was 25,000 blocks is what we estimated it out to being. So it's a big one. Thank you. How are you doing? We did 8 hours of Minecraft and Fortnite. Oh boy. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun. If you need to hop out and raid and run, please do. Take care of yourself. 8 hours is a lot. So if you need to stretch, eat, sleep, drink, walk the woofer like Nathan said, please do. But I appreciate the raid so much, and I'll try to catch your next stream whenever you go live again. But that's awesome. That is awesome. The alternative halftime show got way more views than Bad Bunny. Even people in the stadium watching super loud the alternative on their phones. I saw footage of it. That's funny. Or are you upside down? There's a name tag thing on the purple app. So you can name tag me Grum or Dinnerbone, and I'll flip upside down. I need to add it to the vertical stream so that you guys can see it there too. Dominica, welcome on in. It's 3:16 here. Wow. Well, if you need to go rest, please do. I know that's a little early in the morning. I'm assuming it's 3:16 a.m. It could be p.m. 133.4 million people were watching the halftime show. That is crazy. Soccer can be interesting. Like, pros playing is really cool, but like 14-year-olds isn't very interesting. That's fair. I want to make sure I'm caught up. I was playing Minecraft enjoying my Sunday. Very nice. Why are you flying? I'm in free cam mode, so I can pop my eyes out of my skull so I can kind of look around to show things off for you guys. Otherwise, it's just here. But it's not like I'm actually able to teleport or anything. Bad Bunny mid, you made higher than Bad Bunny? Huh? I don't really like Fortnite, not my type. That's fair. I'm not big on Fortnite anymore. I used to play a lot, but I could definitely understand the appeal to it. Nothing wrong with liking things. That's my big thing. You know, as much as I'm talking about things I do and don't like, anybody can like things that I don't like. It's all okay. I might have to, lol, but I'll be lurking for sure. I lost my voice. I gotta get some hauls or something. All right, sounds good. Go take care of yourself, honey bunna. Appreciate you so much. Views? Oh, okay. I see. Well, you know, I really appreciate that. I know Bad Bunny is a very well respected artist. And, you know, I recognize it's not my type of music, and that's okay. But your words do mean a lot still. Double raid. Raiders, welcome in. Why are you flying? I want to thank you for keep going. It gives me hope. I think last time I was able to join your stream was a year ago during my breakup. It's crazy I'm experiencing it all again. I'm sorry to hear that, Dominica. I do recall that. Yes. That's rough. I'm sorry that's going around again. It's never easy. Welcome back, Copperflow. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Are you gonna take the lava out for the thing? Yeah, I'm thinking I will. I need to decide how I'm gonna do it. If I wanna just mine it for obsidian, because we don't have very much obsidian right now, and we will need a portal soon. So I do intend to actually go... Funny Bunny, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I do intend to go to the Nether in the near-ish future. You guys kind of get insider info on that. And I want to build a really cool portal when we actually do it. So, I'm trying to decide, you know, when we do that, how big of a portal, where is it going, all those things. You should add Jeb underscore, sets the entire camera to rainbow colors. I actually do want to do that, so it would cycle between the hues. So it would go from red, orange, Where does it go after orange? Purple, blue, green. Yellow, red. Maybe? I don't know. Something about that. I can't remember the rainbow order. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, a fellow European with a messed up sleeping schedule. It happens. It definitely happens. What's going on in the stream? Is this vanilla or mod pack? What are you building? This is my vanilla Minecraft survival world, forever world. So it never resets. I just play on it as long as I want, whenever I want. And I do have some mods, but they're just like basic quality of life stuff like shaders. So I have like cool little nebula in the sky or some particle effects. I think you can kind of see them coming off of here, like the sparks, things like that. Nothing super, super crazy though. And I'm just digging a hole right now, but we will be building a great hall in here. We're actually building in a, I'm going to be trying to build in a dwarven kind of inspired style. And we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I've never really done an underground base because interior is not my specialty by any means. So I usually try to avoid it like the plague. And this base is going to be exclusively interior. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. How about in 3 days you go to the nether? Does it sound good? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. That's all I know about the rainbow. Fair enough. I'd probably not in 3 days because I have a couple of videos I need to record. And before I can go to the nether, we'll be going to... Well, we need to get a good food source first. Because right now I'm just eating fish. And don't get me wrong, fish is a great food source, but it's not as good as steak. It is not good as steak. Boop. There we go. Try new things sometimes. Oh, absolutely. Definitely will. Will be pretty much this entire world. I'm going to be trying to always do new things, especially. But if you're talking about like trying new things in content, that will happen as I get a little bit more settled into things. I need to get ahead before I can start doing some new videos, but there's gonna be some fun stuff, I promise. Let's see, do you play with viewers or other streamers? Sometimes I do minigame streams where I play with viewers then. I used to play on the Minecraft server Twitch SMP before that closed down. And I've been a part of various other SMPs, but those were short-lived. So it's been a little while since the last time I played with streamers. I need to actually talk to one of my friends and see if they want to do a collab soon, because it's been a little bit. Also, ads are going to be starting in about 30 seconds, guys. I apologize for that. If you want to, you can avoid the ads over on YouTube. A link will be posted in chat. But if you feel more comfortable on Twitch or you need to go do something, please do what you would rather do. It's A-okay.
Hello there.
The Murder Drone. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Do you happen to watch, or did you happen to watch Murder Drones, the series? Just curious. More people should join this stream. It's awesome. I appreciate that very much, Mohammed. You're awesome. Yes, awesome. I actually liked that one pretty good. It was not something I was expecting to like, but I had a lot of free time, and I was like, you know what? My friend was talking about this. I want to try it, and it was good. It was pretty good. It is going really well, though, Dominica. We are... I'm tired, but I can't speak for the rest of you guys, but I can say myself, I am tired. And... Oh, it is thundering outside. We should probably sleep, but it's whatever. I should have fished while it was raining, because we could have gotten more bites on our fishing rod line, and on average we could get the mending book a little faster, but it's whatever. Red Fishes guy, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the YouTube stream. But I'm doing okay. I'm pretty tired. How was your guys' Valentine's Day? If you guys did anything. I personally sat at home and did nothing. But well, actually, I shouldn't say I did nothing. I did stuff. But nothing like romantic, because you know, that's just not in the cards this year. But I sat home, I played a video game for a little bit. I played Star Wars: The Old Republic, one of my favorite video games. And then I watched a movie. I just kind of pulled up, I think it was Tubi. It may have been Pluto. I don't remember which one I ended up pulling up. But it was one of the free movie and TV services that you can just watch pretty much anything on. The legal ones. I just want to make sure you guys understand. I wasn't like pirating movies. Not this time. I would never admit to that on stream. Anyway, the point was, it was this movie featuring like Chris Evans. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And he was playing the trumpet. Apparently there's 2 movies that he plays the trumpet in, because I looked it up, and one takes place in LA and one takes place in New York. I don't even remember what it was called. I think it was Before We Go was what it was called. I watched the one that took place in New York though. So if you ever want to find it, I can't say I recommend the movie, to be entirely honest. I can't say I recommend it. It was the plot was interesting. The writing was kind of mid at best. And the acting was a little cringy, but I think that was just due to the way it was written rather than bad actors, because Chris Evans is a well-known actor. That's why I even watched it. I was like, oh, Chris Evans, I like him. He's Captain America. Yeah. What are you gonna do with the obsidian? I'm intending to make a pretty big nether portal, I think. A relationship ruined on Valentine's Day. I think I will always hate this day of the year. I won't lie. I kind of hated yesterday, and I've hated today too. But I'm sorry that that happened to you. Hopefully, you know, it wasn't something that's gonna trip you up for the rest of the year. Breakups are always rough, especially when it's on a day that's supposed to be about love and it's thrown in your face everywhere. I don't, that does suck. Mario? Oh, I did not watch Mario yesterday, no. I should rewatch Mario. I need to rewatch the Minecraft movie, actually, I think, and see if I still like it. And I kind of want to make a movie review, because I didn't do it when I first watched it, but I actually really liked the movie. I know a lot of people hate on it, but I thought it was funny. I gotta go. See you soon. All right, sounds good, fishies. Appreciate you popping in. My fiance got me sick. Oh no. We went to visit my mom and Nan and Great Nan. My mom got me some baking stuff and chocolates. I love baking, and I have a baking business. That is so cool. And me and fiance went out to dinner. Then I streamed when I got home. That sounds lovely. That is so cool. Baking is fun. I don't bake nearly enough. I think the last time I did it, I would have been probably 16 years old. So it's been 5 years now, and I did it. Oh boy. It was for 4th of July. Me and a couple of teenagers, we did a baking competition where we baked cakes, and they had to be American themed. And so I did an American flag cake. Red, white, and blue layers. The blue turned out green. And the white kind of turned out pink. But, you know, we tried. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We made our own icing. We didn't, like, use pre-bought or anything like that. It was a lot of fun, though. I would like to do some more baking, though, with, like, cookies and things like that, especially when I have my own place, because I could do a cooking stream. It'd be so fun. Creepers are so annoying. Oh, they are. They definitely are. Hello, my other brother. Definitely Isaac, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Nether portals need redesigning. I wouldn't say no to a slight change on how you do nether portals. I like the idea of being able to build the portal. I just think, like you said, it would be kind of nice if they added some ways that you could edit the portal. I would really love it if you could see the other side. You know, the immersive portal mods. That'd be really cool. Get rid of the water to make it easy. Well, I want to make sure that it doesn't fall in the lava, because there's still lava underneath the obsidian. So I'm using the water to stop that. Crazy. Did it taste good? I seem to remember it tasting good. Yeah. It dried out very quickly though, because that would have been if it was 5 years ago. When I was 16. Yeah, that would have been during COVID. So it was just me and my family at home, and I think one of them got sick. Not with COVID, actually, that time. But they didn't eat any of the cake because they weren't feeling really well. And then after, like, 2 or 3 slices of cake, you're kind of like, okay, I've eaten enough at this point. At least that's how I am. After my 3rd slice of cake, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm done. No, I should say, this isn't in a row. I'm not like a big back, okay? Listen, I don't eat 3 slices of cake in one sitting. If I did, I wouldn't blame you for judging me, but, I mean, wouldn't we all if we could? Ice cream is something I never get sick of, though. I would really like to try to learn how to make ice cream at home. That would be really cool. I've heard homemade ice cream is so much better than store-bought. Again, definitely, brother. Chicken or beef? I prefer beef, personally, but chicken is a very versatile meat. I cannot blame somebody if they picked chicken. 3 slices, I know. Y'all thought you knew me, but no, I'm actually 250 pounds, not 118. I don't know. I don't even remember my own weight. The doctor always, like, ignores it because there's not much to say about it. I don't think I can remember the last time the nurse actually said it out loud when they've taken my vitals and such. That is just tied up under the table. Yes, it is. First few times you get COVID, you can't taste anything, no smell, no taste. Hasn't happened the last times I have had it. Yeah, that's fair. I've thought about making a movie review type thing about the existence of religion in Zootopia. There's religion in Zootopia? What? Huh? What movie? It was called, Before We Go. It features Chris Evans, and, he meets this girl in Grand Central Station. The plot is very strange, but it was interesting enough to keep me hooked for about an hour and a half. At which point I was kind of like, you know, I would like this to end now. Because it started kind of... I felt personally a little weird watching it, but it wasn't like an outright terrible movie. I'll say that. It just wasn't a great movie, in my opinion. The childhood dream, day 0 to 5, it feels like you're stuck, right? In, when you are born? Oh, not days old. Okay. When you're born and, like... Your tactic. Crazy. Do you prefer movies or TV series? I am looking for recommendations at the moment. I like movies personally. 'Cause if I sit down to watch something, I usually like it to be in a longer block. But I also do like series because if I'm sitting there watching something while I eat, I can actually do that and then get right back to work soon. I gotta run, but enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much, Honey Buns. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I hope your voice gets back to working very soon. Nathan, thank you for the name tag. And that's why I don't get my work done in biology. Oh boy, what did I miss? Hang on. Camera's upside down. It's a little upside down. And because of a cross motion when scared, likely Christianity. Someone says amen to that, which definitely suggests some form. Oh, okay. I haven't watched Zootopia since it came out, I don't think, actually. It's been a long time. I probably should watch it again at some point. I haven't watched the second one either. Movies on top. Movies are great. I like movies. Your pickaxe is about to break. Yeah, it's getting pretty low. Neither have I since last week. Wild. Trying to remember. Oh no, you disappeared on the camera. I know. I'm gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, that is enough obsidian. I like that. I didn't finish a thought earlier, and I forget what it was. I'm sorry, guys. This is just something you're gonna get used to for all you new peeps. I appreciate you popping in. Just note, I will forget things a lot. It's not intentional. Just remind me if I didn't answer something, because I didn't intend to forget. I just did. Okay, I'm thinking, so we gotta cut from here over. And then the rest of this is going down. Okay. Forget things like my question twice now. Wait, what was your question? Greg, look behind you. I'm scared of your camera now. You know, it's only a little haunted. It's okay. Made you look, bruh. Greg, when we meeting your other brother? Which one? This is actually a little known fact. I don't just have 2 brothers. I have 3 brothers and a sister. You all know Admiral, but I also have 2 other brothers who are older. The one with the girlfriend and kids you talk about? Oh, him. Okay. He was on stream once, I think. Oh, you scared me. I heard your footsteps and I thought, oh, okay. I'm sorry it had to end this way, man. Don't think you mentioned the other. So yeah, I've got a couple of brothers. The brother you're talking about is between me and the other one. He's been on stream once. I could not tell you when. I I want to say he also played with me on stream a couple of times. We did Apex Legends, which was a long time ago. I don't even know if Swifty remembers back when that happened. Like it was a long time ago. Ghosts are not real. I am in my room all alone. Do any of you guys like turn off the lights and then just make a mad dash for the bed? Cause like I know logically nothing's gonna get me. But you know, I'm not scared of the dark. I'm just scared of what's in the dark. And I'm not even really scared of that. I'm more so scared of what I see in the dark. My eyes play tricks on me. So when you're, you know, well, when you're as blind as I am, when I take off my glasses, I see what a normal person would see at 20 feet. I see it as if it's at 200 feet. So if you have perfect vision, what you see at 200 feet is what I see at your 20 feet. Like, anything that I should be able to see, I just don't, in general. But when you stack darkness on top of that, it does mean that things get very blurry. And if they move because it's just a shadow, it automatically becomes a lot more scary because you have no clue what in the world that was. I'm not blind. I'm just very I'm just very vision impaired, I think. I love my sleep paralysis demons. Oh, dude, I used to have those all the time. They're so cool. I've not been able to force it to happen again, but I wanted to try because my brother, Admiral, you know this one, him. He had one time, and he told me about it. I was like, oh, you are just now finding out about this, because he didn't know. But he was confused. And so I told him, like, yeah, so, you know, this is a normal thing that all humans can have. Sleep paralysis, it's great. Sometimes you see things, and usually it's this guy. And I pulled up the picture of the Hat Man. And he's like, why does everybody see the Hat Man? I'm like, we don't know why we see the Hat Man. He just shows up. If you guys don't know who the Hat Man is, Google him. You will understand, hopefully. It's like a universal experience across the whole world, across all time. The Hat Man has been a constant. Your pickaxe, yeah, I'm gonna let it break. I'm having a hearing test done tomorrow and got a home treatment machine coming in the post. Hopefully I can start hearing properly again. Oh, that would be so great. I hope that works out for you, Nathan. That's a big W. Hopefully they can get you all sorted. That would be really good. Hatman and today get up to some weird conversations at the gambling arenas. Takes my spiders? He takes your spiders. That's how kind of the Hat Man. There we go. Yoda and the Hat Man. Now that is a thought I didn't know I needed. But I kind of like seeing it in my head, I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to go to the end. The end is nice. I like having the wings. I really do. But I like also playing the game slowly. I've really been enjoying this so much. just being able to play the game at a very slow pace. Like, it sucks probably for content, I don't know. I feel like it also kind of helps it though, because there's more progression episodes than there are just like, oh, I got a bunch of gear, now we're just gonna build for the rest of the series. Like, you could do that with, you know, Hermitcraft, where there's a deadline for the season to end. For, you know, the Forever World, it's a little different because, well, you know, if I get through all my progression now, and then by the end of the year I'm ready to like go back and get more diamond stuff, it kind of goes, you know, why, oh, I already have lapis, okay. Why would I go back and get more diamonds if I already have, you know, a crap ton of diamonds? Why would I go and get more netherite? You know, why would I make a whole episode about getting netherite and diamonds when I already have that? It would be kind of boring. There will be like some miniature resets. So after I finish this region, which I've got a couple of cool ideas for the region, then I will move far away from here, and I will probably get rid of all of my gear and start over there, and I'll build that up, and then I'll connect them, and then and we'll do all that fun stuff. I think it'll be fun. I think you should get a dog in real life or in Minecraft. Do you believe in ghosts? Not in the way that everybody else believes in ghosts. It's a little different. I don't believe like they haunt you or anything. I don't believe they're people that lived and died in a physical sense. Where I am at with my theological takes is, you know, things like demons, for example. Those are real, and those are a form of ghost and, you know, classic media. So, in that sense, I guess I kind of do, but I don't believe it's like the deceased or anything. I believe that their souls and spirits go where they belong, not sticking around on Earth. But that's just me. You know, everybody else can have their own opinions, and that's a-okay as well. I'm gonna try to find your longest stream and put it on overnight to get you a few more hours closer to the goal, and probably do another while I'm out tomorrow. Oh, Nathan, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. You're amazing, dude. I think you should get a dog in Minecraft. Okay. I have 2. I would like to get one of every breed. And I'd like to have them kind of scattered throughout the base as well. I don't know which ones in specific would be here. But I think, you know, maybe in the world lore, you know, I was talking about this before. So in the world, there is lore to some degree. So here, for example, are the dwarves. They do a lot of digging. They have a huge underground civilization, and they thrive under there. Well, you know, there's other civilizations as well, so they sell something to somebody. Or they may just be an entirely self-sufficient civilization, who knows? But they may have, like, ties into other places in the world. But over here, for example, I'm going to be doing a pretty big build that has, like, I'm kind of wanting to go for, like, a watchman's post sort of deal, but like a whole town for them. And these guys are rangers that travel all over the world to try to bring justice to bad guys and to try to basically police the world a little bit. And, you know, they may have a certain dog breed because it's better at tracking, for example, which would be really cool. Mansion. Oh, yes, the mansion is over this direction, and I do have some ideas for that as well, which would be really cool. You should get a frog for no reason at all. You know, I haven't seen any frogs yet. We need to run into Mangrove at some point and find ourselves some frogs, I think. That way we could get a frog and name tag it, maybe Frog. Radiohead, hello, aloha. Hello, hello, how's it going? Welcome on in, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I've seen Alfie do that before. Yes, Alfie's done it. I actually remember watching Wells Night. I watched him do it a long time ago, and I always knew if I ever started a YouTube channel, that's what I would do if I did a long time world. And it made me really happy to see Alfie do it as well, because it was like, okay, I know I'm not crazy for this now. This is actually a feasible idea that other people like as well. And it paid off. Okay, it wasn't this far. Where was the mansion? They're in swamps. Are they in normal swamps too, or I thought they were just in mangrove swamps? I haven't seen a normal swamp for that matter, though. My world has been a little bit troublesome to find the biomes I want. Would you go in a hardcore world for a live? I've thought about trying hardcore, especially for a video, but I want to get a couple of other projects out of the way first. But I do want to try hardcore at some point in time, yes. Greetings from Poland. That's nice. I could join after some time. Minecraft is relaxing. Yes, it's very, very relaxing. I agree. Also, if you need to hop out, Dominica, please do. But yeah, we'll be chilling. There's it is. It's always hard to find the mansion. I don't know why, but I always struggle to find it. But it's way out here, and Voxy is like hardcore struggling right now. But there it is. So we're gonna be doing something here. I've got like a couple of angles that I want to work on it with, like this one for example. I feel like you could do a lot with how imposing it is. I'll probably do a lot of terraforming though to make it a little less imposing, because it's just kind of ugly at the moment. But I don't know. We'll do some cool things with it, and I know I'm gonna do a bunch of bridges, connect up the mountains and such. It'll be really cool. Uh, 6 hours and 36 minutes. Longest stream on YouTube. Last day of King SMP. Wow. That is a long one. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was on YouTube. Well, if any of you ever want to, like, just, like, give me a lot of watch time for whatever reason, because you're feeling extra generous, you can pull up the last day of King SMP stream on my YouTube channel and just go to sleep with it on. I might even do that tonight. Who knows? Because we are that close. Like, we are actually that close to having the watch time goal. We could probably do it today if I might do it. Like, I'm not a guy to usually, like, manipulate the numbers a little bit, but we're so close to getting it, and we're also so close to, like, losing a bunch of hours as well, because we're at the point where last year I started streaming on YouTube, and it pushed my streams heavily, and I got, like, 40 hours of watch time per stream. I don't want to lose those, so I gotta push ahead a little bit. I can watch some while drawing. You guys are amazing. I literally could not ask for a better group of people. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do it overnight, put it on TV and fall asleep. Thank you. Getting back into Minecraft, just had back surgery and need to stay entertained during recovery. Oh, I bet. Back surgery is rough because, like you said, like you implied, I think, there's not a whole lot you're able to do. So anything to keep you entertained while you're laying there and resting is the best, because I don't know about you, I get antsy when I've been sitting still very long, which might surprise a lot of you because I've been sitting here for a long time, and I've sat there for a long time. For example, I think that King SMP stream, I don't remember taking any breaks. I may have taken one, but that was a 6.5 hour stream where I was just yapping and sitting there for 6.5 hours. Minecraft is one of those games where it's so engaging that you can kind of make do with it, I think. Why was the math book sad? I don't know why. How do I say your name? Clip. I'm gonna call you Clip. I know that. I definitely know that. Call me Echo or Ducky. Alright. How's it going, Echo? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Sometimes I crack my back. I crack mine too. I don't know when it got so messed up, but it's pretty bad. I've been to a chiropractor a couple of times. I need to go back, but I'm a idiot and I don't want to, because that sounds like a lot of work. So I will not, but I probably should. My mom has kind of insisted that I should. She's like, you know, I can't make you go, you're an adult, but I think you really should. I'm like, I don't know if I want to, but okay. I don't mind doctors usually. It's just, there's very certain doctors that I want to see right now, and they're not calling me back, so. Can I join? Unfortunately, this is a single player world, so you won't be able to join this one. I used to run a viewer joinable server, but that is offline right now. I can recommend 2 streamers who do play on their viewer joinable servers though. So if you ever want to check them out and join theirs, check out King Elfie and Kitrix Live. Both of them are very great streamers, and they have great viewer joinable servers that I also happen to play sometimes. I'm gonna do overnight, put it on my TV and fall asleep. That's the one where you did the cliffs. Yes, we did the cliff and the waterfall, I think, in that one. I could be wrong on the waterfall part, but we did a lot of cliff work. Or maybe that was when we built the vault. I don't remember. My mom's kind of homeless. Oof. Sorry to hear that. I would say, why do you have a big crater there over the lava? Yeah, the lava kind of made that one a mess. Morris, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I think I know a great mod over there as well. I know, there's a couple out there. Not pink, though. Staying up is hard sometimes, too, especially in these gosh darn beds. I have scoliosis, or had. That's what surgery was for, straightening my back and getting rods put in to keep it straight. Oof. Oof. That one's rough, but hopefully that helps fix it, and hopefully you'll feel much better now. But that's gonna be a little bit of a rough recovery, if I remember correctly. I had a friend whose mom had a back surgery that, I don't think it was for scoliosis, but they did a very similar procedure for that because they had to put rods in and all that stuff. But it was, she was laid up for a while. I see you, Batman. How's it going, Batman? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Funpay, please keep chat English only, please. I would much appreciate it. I can't read. I believe that's Russian, I'm gonna assume. Where is your chats? I can't see it. You're in one of them.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, Batman. I appreciate it. Boop. I want to make sure I'm all caught up. I think I know a great mod over there as well. I was about to say, why do you have a big crater? And I remember the lava that starts with King and ends with a Nog. Aw, thanks. Glad you feel that way about me. Crazy. Can you give me a PC and a TV and a house and money and a planet? And yeah, unfortunately, I am not very rich. Otherwise, I totally would. Kitrix Live, who's supposed to be live, be live on it right now, actually. Yeah, she probably fell asleep if I had to guess, unfortunately. It happens. That's not my name, Elfie. Whoa. Why'd Pink get catching strays? Pink always catches strays. That's just how it happens. Poor Pink. Duck, the Lord of the Rings guy. Elfie server is really quiet right now. Yeah, it really is. I haven't been on in a little bit. I need to get back on there and play for a little bit. I'd like to build just a little, at least a little house, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll get there when we get there. I'm very slow to my commitments. See you guys. Bye. See you later, Muhammad. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. It was good seeing you. I've been mostly grinding on the DMV SMP that Legs made and Holy. DMV SMP. I'm not familiar with DMV SMP. This is news to me. Lagunda has been very, very busy with that subathon. I've only been able to catch up on a couple of things. Like, I've been watching when they've been building the map for their extraction game mode, and that has been really, really cool to see. Full recovery is a long way away. I haven't even taken my first steps yet. That's tomorrow things. Oh boy. Yeah. You know, I don't know if it's this way for everybody, but I know for my mom, she's had a shoulder surgery, and she's gonna be having a knee surgery soon. But with her, she does really well not thinking a ton about the recovery process, I suppose. Which may have probably not been my best choice to bring it up if that's the case. My bad. I apologize. But she's like, you know, it's easier not thinking about how long it takes, because for her, she gets very, she is a very much go kind of person. And so for her, it's kind of like, I have to wait that long until I can drive again. That was the thing that drove her nuts the most. Was not being able to drive herself around. She hated that. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her one bit. I'm back. Welcome back, Nikita. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Laguna made it with Viking Pilot, and you get a random item every hour in a big white concrete box. That sounds lovely. Coral, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Is that KingRegNog Jr. the Third? It is I, KingRegNog Jr. the Third. I tried turning the sketch into a drawing, but the sketch looks better than the drawing. That's understandable. Drawings are hard. Drawings are very, very hard. I need I want to learn. I really want to learn. I don't know how we're gonna make it happen, but we need to figure out a way to make it so I can learn how to draw. If you ever figure out the secret, Frog, let me know. I do agree though. Sketches are, in my opinion, they turn out a little bit better than the drawings themselves. I think it's kind of because the lines are intentionally a little more messy on the sketch. So when you look at it, you're judging it a little less harshly. And there's a lot less patience involved with that. For me, that's the biggest struggle with anything in art, is the patience aspect. The amount of time it takes to make something actually look good drives me nuts. You know, and like I forget that that's how it was with Minecraft for me. Like it took me a while of breaking and placing things until it looked good. But I still get impatient even now. Like I'm sure you guys have seen it multiple times. I'm really, really bad about impatience. And that might surprise you guys because, like I said, there are a lot of things that I do that probably require a lot more patience than you'd think. But it was just a different time. So it is okay. Everyone has different experiences. The thing is that the thing that is spooky is not being able to bowl. Just got a new pair of bowling shoes. Oh no, I'm sorry. That really sucks. But I guess it gives you something to look forward to as well. You know what you're working towards. Maybe it won't make it any easier, but it'll make it a lot more exciting, I suppose. How old do you think I am? 8, way off. -1-year-old. Dang. Is that really the awesome Coral Reef in YouTube chat? Coral Reef? No way. Welcome on in on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in on that side. Hugo, I don't have a Minecraft that I can add you on. I'm playing Java Edition, and they don't have a friends list. I'm sorry. I also just can't draw hair and can only sketch it. Hair. How did I do hair? I remembered somebody taught me a little bit about drawing, and so they just sent me like a face that they drew, and they said, add the hair. And so I practiced it a little bit there. And I seem to remember them just saying, add lines. Just add lines. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but add a couple of lines and then erase things that would be behind the hair. And then add a couple more lines. And it kind of turned out okay, but I went more of a sketchy style. So like, for example, with you, if you're going more clean lines and actual full color and all that, it's probably a lot different than that. Like you said, you can only sketch it, which is fair. Can I join? Unfortunately, this is a single player world jumping creeper. If you're looking for a good server to join, I highly recommend joining Kitrix Live or King Elfie. Both of them have wonderful viewer joinable servers that you guys can play on. I'm getting that watch time up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Coral. Y'all are amazing. Mobricks official. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It is a good thing to look forward to. For right now, Minecraft. Exactly. Minecraft is fun. We love Minecraft. I don't know what I would do without Minecraft. Hamburger. I remember, my brother and I, we weren't like brain rotted or anything, but this is, it comes from a kind of a brain rot. Although I think it was originally a vine that got turned into a brain rot sound. But you know, what was it? Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger. That one. My brother and we went downstairs at like 2 in the morning chanting that, raiding the fridge while we were turning on a movie to watch. Him and I, before he started working at a job, we would stay up super late and we would just watch the most dumb movie we could find, eat the most dumb thing we could make, and probably drink the most dumb thing ever as well. Which brother? Admiral. Like one night we took, I took milk from the fridge where people keep their milk. I took cinnamon, which is this isn't weird yet. Okay, just wait. I took chocolate syrup, I took normal syrup, I took chocolate caramel coffee creamer, and then I took hot cocoa powder. Did I say normal syrup? I don't remember. Did I say normal syrup? I think I did. Like pancake syrup. And then I mixed all that up, and we drank that. Really wasn't bad, but it was probably like diabetes in a cup, if I remember correctly. It was only a year ago that we did this. And then we took sometimes I've been known to put ice cream in there as well, just depending on what ice cream we have. Like I've done it with mint chocolate chip ice cream, which is like the most absurd thing ever, putting that in there, because the mint does not really mix with all the other flavors. But it was about the absurdity of the night anyway, I guess. What in the world? Yeah, you know, something to note about my brother and I, we are weird. He ate like 3 boxes of leftovers. Like we had, I think there was half a cheeseburger in there. There was 2 chicken tenders and probably some boneless chicken wings, barbecue boneless chicken wings. And then we probably also, I seem to remember making ice cream that night for us. I say making. I scooped ice cream out of a container. It wasn't like it was gourmet homemade stuff. That night we may have also taken peanut butter and mixed it with chocolate chips. Possibly. We probably also had chips. We're like, when we snack, we do it right. Binge eating is not something I usually do. Like, I'll show you guys my hands. These are my hands, okay? That tells you I'm not, like, I don't eat very much, or it doesn't stick with me, rather. Hamburger. I don't eat, usually, truthfully. I eat, like, 2 meals a day, and even then, it's, like, it's pushing it to eat that much. Although, a couple days ago, I haven't told you guys this yet. A couple days ago, I did wake up in time for breakfast, so I actually ate 3 meals on Friday. And the reason for this, I've told you guys about my recent difficulties with my smoke and carbon monoxide detector. It decided at 5:30 in the morning on Friday to start going off, and we didn't know what to do really, because it's been going off and I've not died yet, but it keeps going off in my room. So every time it goes off, we open the window. That's like standard protocol to air out the room. If it is carbon monoxide, you'll get fresh air. If it isn't, then like you're just gonna get a little sick from it being really cold outside. Because right now it's like single digits when it's night. Although today it's actually pretty warm. River Wilson, welcome on in on the YouTube stream. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. You're doing well. Just so you all are aware, ads will be starting on the Twitch side. Yeah, if you want to avoid those, you can hop in on the YouTube stream and avoid them. Or if you want to stick around on Twitch, that's a-okay too. Or if this is a good opportunity for you to slip out and go do anything you need to do in the real world, please take this opportunity to do so. It doesn't hurt my feelings. How's your day going? It's going pretty good. We're just chilling today. Not doing anything too crazy. Just digging and having a good chat about our weird food habits and carbon monoxide poisoning. Can I send you a sketch? Always. Absolutely. Absolutely. King, how are you? Hello, Spicy. Welcome on in. I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired, but I'm hanging in there. But how are you doing, though? Good to see you. Real world sucks. Real world does kind of suck, doesn't it? It's always so boring. Why are you digging? I am digging a hole so that I can build a great hall. This will be where my, like, think in the Hobbit, if any of you have seen that, where, like, they're having the big Hobbit parties. Imagine that, but with dwarves. It's gonna be a little bit more, it wouldn't be, like, more rowdy, I would say, but it would be, like, a lot more, loud, I think. And a lot more drinking, probably. Because I'm going more Nordic dwarves, so, you know, just take a look at, like, any form of, Viking, mid-haul kind of deal, and, you know, post-battle victories or whatever. Maybe some dancing even, I don't know. Would they dance? Possibly. Doing well, just got off work. Nice. Hopefully work wasn't too bad today. Or maybe it was always good and I'm just misremembering. Although you may not even be working the same job. I don't know. That's good to see you. Reminding you friend you to send messages. Friend me. Send me a friend request. I will accept it. Unless you just don't want to be friends. Like, I get it. I don't want to be my friend either. Unfortunately, the saying, the person you spend the most time with is not your best friend or a family member, but just yourself. So be kind to yourself. Yeah, I gotta be my own friend here. Been good? That's good. Glad to hear it. I think a beacon would help. That was true. It would help. But we haven't even been to the Nether yet. We're just playing the game slowly. It's been pretty fun playing slow, so I can't really complain too much about it. But I definitely see the benefits of a beacon. I wish I decided to build something else first, but this is where we landed it, and I'm kind of stuck doing this right now. So it is what it is. I'm cool, by the way. You're cool. Sorry, just usually people don't want to be friended. I wanted to play it safe. No, it's okay. I appreciate you being cognizant of that, but you're chill, dude. It's fine. I know you well enough. It's when you're just like a random person that like I don't know at all that friends me. It's kind of like, But I've known you for over a year now, I think, Frog. Or I've known about you at least. I've definitely known about you for over a year. I definitely have known about you for over a year, yeah. Okay. I'm back. Welcome back, Radiohead. Hope you're doing well. Ooh. Okay. That's better than I can do, Frog. That is so much better than I can do. I like... Dude. Actually, that head shape, though, is really hard to get. I struggle with that. I really, really struggle with that. So that is good. That is really good. Check Bluebird website. Okay, I will check that. I did something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'll check it. I'm not going to judge. If I decide something is illegal, then it is. Oh, boy. What's the first thing you're making illegal, Jax? Let me go and finish up this layer here. The head shape is the only thing that I'm decent at. Hey, that's a start, you know? One thing at a time. Eventually, you know, you'll get really good at the head shape. And once that's perfect, then you'll start practicing maybe the hair. And then once the hair is something that you feel is really good, then you'll practice, you know, the nose or the mouth or the eyes, you know. Over time, you'll slowly refine it so that you're good at everything and not just one thing. But, you know, be proud of the fact that your head shapes are pretty good. Like, you know, you're getting somewhere. Drawing is one of those things, it takes a lot of practice. And it's one of those interesting things where I'm trying to remember who made the video, but there's a video out there somewhere of a guy explaining why you don't compare yourself to other people in art, because what you're doing is, you know, if somebody has dedicated their entire life to drawing, let's say they've been drawing for 7 years and they're really, really good, and all you're seeing is the stuff that they're producing now, and you are the same age as them, you're going to be worse than them by default. You know, they've had 7 years of practice. You've had 0 years of practice, and now it's going to be a little bit slower because you're a little bit older, and, you know, you can't absorb information as well. But the skill graph curve is always the worst thing in the world. Because starting out drawing, it's pretty much a flat line. You know, you get a little bit better, and your first time getting better, it feels really good. But then you start comparing yourself to where you want to be, and it drops right back down. You're like, my skill really does suck. It's bad. And it never really goes back up until like a year in, when things start clicking, and you're like, oh man, I actually know how to do this. Especially if you're trying to draw people. People are really tough because it's all about proportions, and then you're trying to figure out scale and poses and all those things. It's rough. So you've already done the hard part by starting. Oh, I also needed to check that whatever Spicy said. See ya, Muhammad. Thanks for popping back in. Appreciate it. Am I even signed into the Bluebird app? Big Daddy Dumpy. What a name. What a name. Hello, how's it going? Welcome on in. Oh. Oh no. 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 You know, it was a choice. It was a choice. That was a choice. That was a that was the that was a choice. That was a choice. Okay. It was a thing I did. Yeah, it was a thing. You know, I don't know if I would have chosen to do that specifically, but I respect you for trying something different. Hi, back. Something else here. Someone else here is called back too. There's two of them. It's a common name now, you know. I'm actually gonna name my firstborn. I'm back. Or back. Sorry. The blonde has my girlfriend distraught. I bet that is a change. That is a change. It always throws people off. I've met a lot of people from online in real life. I've had the great pleasure of meeting a lot of people actually, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I almost met 10 and 11. But I only met 9, I believe. But I've met 9 of my online friends in real life. And it always surprises them because in picture right now, you guys see my hair. It looks very brown, mostly. The light reflecting off of it doesn't really help you see, but it looks kind of brown. There's actually like streaks of blonde in there, just naturally. It always throws people off, but I get a lot of compliments on it. Anytime I go to like a hair salon, and I let you gotta find the right hairdresser, but find like one of the older ladies. They're really good. They always compliment my hair. They're always like, "Oh, you got these." One of them called them angel streaks, is what she called them. She's like, "Yeah, that means you were kissed by an angel when you were a baby."
Hello there.
Lyrene, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Why don't you use TNT to dig it out? It's a really good question. I actually don't have really a lot of supplies for TNT right now. And it wouldn't give me the perfect hole. I kind of like having perfect holes. I'm a little bit weird like that. I don't know. My doctor asked me if I had OCD or had any signs of OCD, and I told them no. But now, like, I've been very conscientious about this. Like, everything I do always has, like, a hard line, usually. I don't like chaotic... Oh. I don't think I have it. I don't think I do. But I've been noticing it more. I'm very conscientious of it. Like, if there's a stack of papers, I have to straighten out all the papers so that it's perfectly aligned. I'm weird. I'm weird now. I never thought about it. I do need to see a psychologist. They need to call me back. That's what I need. Anyway, hi, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're just chilling today, we're digging a hole, and not getting up to too much really today. Actually, once this pickaxe breaks, I will probably wrap up stream. But we've got a little bit of time on it. Probably another 20 minutes, maybe. We'll see. Dirty blonde. Is that the term? I felt like dirty blonde is more blonde than brown. But I don't know what you would call more brown than blonde. That's the weird thing. I don't know. I used to have really blonde hair as a kid. I don't think I've ever shown you guys a picture from my childhood. Actually, I go to bed. Night all. See you later. Thanks for popping in, Radiohead. Appreciate you very much. I hope recovery goes well. And maybe we'll catch you another time. Would chat like tips on how to pull? I would love tips on how to pull. Dude, Valentine's Day was low-key depressing. No, it was an okay night. It was it was only the redeeming factor was I had ice cream, and I watched a really cheesy, kind of stupid, romance movie. I guess I don't know if I would really call it a romance movie. It falls in a weird gray area. I felt. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. You know what? Let's take all of the non-cobble. And we'll put it in here. And then we'll take the cobble and put that in here. Oh, that works. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, call you back. That's 3 people then. Sounds about right. I have dirty blonde hair and it's brown with blonde highlights. I used to have really blonde hair and it slowly gets darker. Okay, I see. Okay. Dirty blonde it is. I've never had any of the, hair people call it that. But mine is like very, very, very brown. Especially by the time they're done working on it, because they spray a whole bunch of stuff in it. And if you go to the really fancy places, then, you know, they work like the shampoo into it, and like you'll never get hair as soft as that ever again. But I don't really like that, I'll be honest. I don't like people touching me. Well, I should be a little bit more careful how I phrase this. No, I'm sorry, Frog. I'm sorry. If you need to hop out, though, please do. Go do what you gotta do. I know you've been drawing, so. But I'm sorry that the internet's giving you trouble. If you're not a minor, yeah. If you guys didn't know, if you're trying to buy any sort of ID required item, usually I would recommend not going through a lane with somebody with a yellow tag. They are minors. Find people with blue name tags, not yellow. They've had background checks and everything. Yes. Yes, exactly. The little tags can be 18. They can be, but usually it's a carryover. That's the thing. Most people that have a yellow tag are under 18. There are some exceptions though, like you said. Like, for example, if I stayed there, I don't think they would have made me change my tag for a while. Mostly because they never paid attention. My Walmart was great. But yeah. I'll keep stream on, but I can't respond. You're all good. Appreciate you watching, though, Frog. You're amazing. Okay. I was saying something. Oh yeah, the hair people. I'm weird about it. There are very certain times where I'm okay with them working the product into your hair. But it's all about how they do it, you know? Like, I've been to a place, Sports Clips. I don't know if any of you go there. But their whole thing is, like, they give you, like, this premium treatment. So they do, like, I don't really like it for this reason. But they give you, like, a massage. They put a hot towel on your face. And they shampoo your hair and conditioner. And I could see why somebody might enjoy it. But I don't. purely for the fact that I can't see them. So, like, you know, I like to see. I like to see who's touching me. That's just the way I am. If you're, like, standing... I have no way of knowing if my eyes are covered. If, like, you're, like, gonna... I don't know. What would a person do if they had evil intent? I have no clue if you're gonna, like, just drop a brick on my head without me seeing it. Like, you could... I would be in the most vulnerable position known to man if I can't have eyes on you. And I'm just trusting you to do the right thing. You know, I don't know. I don't know about that. So, if they're gonna do it, I don't really like the hot towel. Most places don't do the hot towel, though, which is nice. But then, if you go to some of the, you know, lower dollar places that don't do the hot towel, because they're lower dollar, and that's why I go there, then you run the risk of people being a little too aggressive when they're trying to, That's crazy spicy. I work in OPD, formerly OGP. Okay, I remember OGP. I wanted to transfer into that so badly when I was gonna turn 18, but then they never. I ended up not working there till I was 18, so I didn't get in. But that would have been one that I would have enjoyed because I wouldn't be locked into one location. Standing still is like the worst thing ever for me. But you go to like a lower dollar place and they'll work it into your scalp, but man, they aren't very. They're not gentle, which is not something you want either. But they're not exactly the right kind of firm. They're kind of more heavy-handed, and they kind of scratch a little bit. And it's like, you know, I'm not into that. There's a fine line when you're working shampoo into somebody else's hair. Like, I'm already trusting you with scissors around my face, which I used to have a huge aversion to. You guys don't even understand. I wouldn't even let my mom use scissors on my hair. I hated it. There's been a lot of character growth. I don't know what was with the scissor trauma, but I used to be terrified of scissors. Do you want to know something? I would absolutely love to know something. What's up, Ghost? Technoblade never dies, but Alex does. He was a legend. Just making people remember Technoblade. Technoblade was awesome, dude. We love Technoblade. Bro was on top. Like, I still get recommended his videos to this day. So it's like, anytime I see them, I really want to click on them, but I know if I do, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole, so I have to refrain. But anytime I see his videos, I'm like, oh, I want to watch. Like, his content still holds up. It's usually the commentary videos, like the Skyblock commentary videos. They always have this this draw to them that makes me want to watch. I heard a hello there, but I don't see who followed or subscribed, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Minion subscribed. Oh, thank you, Minion. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I need to fix that because it's so broken. I don't know why I can't see the subscribes. I need to rework my stream workflow a little bit because I also can't see watch streaks. Thank you for the follow, Ghost. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. At some point in time, I need to retire the hello there sound. As much as I like it, and I actually really do love it. You know, it's not uniquely me. I thought I was being unique when I picked it, but I've very quickly found out. There are a lot of streamers out there who have the hello there as their sound and alert visual. I also need to get on to using Twitch alerts because they're a little bit better from what I've seen. They have a lot more versatility compared to Stream Elements, I think is what I'm using right now. Although it might be Stream Labs, which I wanted to get off of that anyway. I don't know. I'll check out everything at some point. Also, how long until the ads start playing again? I want to make sure I don't miss the delay. I want to delay those. Because I'm intending to end all the stream after this pickaxe break. Okay. We've actually streamed a lot longer than I meant to today, but we've had so many friends pop in, and I want to say hi to all of them. Alright. So tonight, after I'm done with the stream, I have a friend I'm gonna call. It was actually Pointless. Pointless popped into stream today. That's also the friend I call every Sunday. So I'll talk to him, and after that, I may spend a little bit of time working on something. I don't know what, but I might do some small stuff. We'll see. Because I'd like to get a little bit of work figured out for this week. Like I said, I've got 2 videos coming out this week, and then I've got a third one. Well, I got 2 more next week. Usually it's just 1 video a week, but I've got some special ones that I've got to fulfill the obligation on as well. So I don't know. We'll figure things out. We always do. I'm also really glad to have been doing the digging today, because the sooner this all gets opened up, the sooner we can actually start building in here and figuring out what's all going in. I know we need to build like a huge fireplace, like a hearth, I guess would be the term. And I have to figure out where we're going to vent that out to as well, so that we can figure out where the smoke would go, because I was kind of thinking of maybe putting it on like the side of a mountain. But I don't know if that would be a good idea. I don't know if we could vent it out somewhere else, but the smoke needs to go somewhere in order for down here to be okay. Because there's no such thing as a smokeless fire, and well, I mean there is, but you got to be burning the right thing. In this case, they're burning wood or coal. You know, that's going to produce some amount of smoke. Oh, I didn't finish the story about the carbon monoxide detector. So, it went off once a couple days ago when I was trying to go to bed. But then it went off again a couple days ago on Friday at 5:30 in the morning. I was asleep that time. So I got up, I took care of it. We couldn't get it to stay cleared though, so we decided I was going to sleep in a different room. But we had the window open, we were airing out the room. There were several windows open in the house so that we could get some air. I also set up a fan in here so that it would blow air out the window, and we would hopefully get, you know, whatever was setting it off would be cleared by morning. So I slept downstairs in the guest room. I only ended up sleeping like 3 hours total that entire night because of that. It really sucked. It was a split sleep too. But then I woke up and I ate breakfast for the first time in a long time. And then I just went into editing mode and edited a ton. I mean a ton. We got the entire edit done in 6 hours, and that was pretty much one solid session for the most part, which is a lot of fun. I actually don't mind editing too much if it's one session. It's when I gotta pause and come back to that I struggle with it the most. And then my mom went out and she bought a special detector that's plugged into the wall, and it will actually yell at you and tell you, hey, there's carbon monoxide in the air. You should probably go somewhere safe. Or open a window, or, you know, whatever. Hey, there's carbon monoxide in the air. Get the heck out of your house and call 911. It's pretty neat little tool, and it has, like, it tells you exactly how many particles, it tells you the ppm, particles per million, in the, parts per million, sorry, in the air, for the CO, which is awesome. So if there's ever an issue again, we'll know if it's carbon monoxide or not. We will see. Sup, bro? Sorry, my internet has cut off for 3 days. No, you're good, dude. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. We're actually about to end stream because I've been digging and talking for almost 2.5 hours, and my voice is starting to get a little sore. And I also have a phone call tonight, so unfortunately, you caught me right at the tail end here. But I appreciate you popping in. It's always good seeing you. Okay. So we dug up a pretty good portion here because we only had a little bit dug here. And now we've gotten almost half of it done. So I'll probably be able to do a bunch of this very, very soon. And, maybe even off camera, and we should be able to actually do some stuff down here on stream at some point, so we'll not just be doing digging and fishing streams the entire time. It'll be good, right? Dang, that's a lot. Yeah, we did a lot of digging. It's been good. Pretty good. End stream, no 12-hour stream. I'm sorry. I want to do the 12-hour stream at some point soon, though, because I feel bad. It's been delayed so many times. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen this month, I don't think. So I'm going to carry that over again. I don't know what I'm going to do, chat. I don't know what I'll figure it out at some point, though. We'll get there, and it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Oh, I've been here 12 minutes. What are you on? Wild. Alright. 45 minutes. Just been lurking. I trust. Alright, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid, chat. Unfortunately, Kit is not live right now. I think she fell asleep, truthfully. So we're gonna find somebody else to raid. Let me see who is currently live. He just got a big raid, so we can't really pop in there. We might have to do somebody new. I don't see anybody. How many minutes till you sleep? I've got a little while till I sleep because I've got a phone call with a friend, and we usually talk around midnight. It might be around in 7 minutes though, even. So, I usually sleep around 2 a.m. though. So I've got about 3, maybe 4 hours until then. I have a recommendation if you need one. Yeah, a recommendation would be great. Who do you recommend? Trust like the watch time discrepancy. Oh man. Casanova and I've heard of them. Yeah, let's do that. All right, Casanova Im's. She's great. All right, bet. / raid. Casanova. Boop. I cannot raid them. It says that I'm not allowed. I don't know why. It doesn't say. So what I'll do, I'll drop a follow and I'll rate them another time if the settings change. They may have some stuff set so that strangers don't, is my guess. But we'll keep them in the queue for another time. Maybe some settings will change around. Who knows? Bro, sleep right now because your body isn't like stuck in the screen. Sleep for a few hours and come back and have energy again. Well, I don't want to like ruin my sleep tonight. It's only 10:55 p.m. for me though. Like it's not that late. I'm usually up to like 4 a.m. Like I'm trying to get back to a good sleep schedule though. Okay. So in that case, Minecraft. You don't care. I don't care about. I care about your health. Why? I do care about my health. I'm not like neglecting it or anything. Just sleep, bro, and come back. I'm ending stream. Like I'm not. I'm not coming back until Tuesday. Let's see. I'm trying to find us somebody, guys. I'm sorry about this. Who do we got? Let's I recommend myself. Frog, you are a lovely person. I would raid you. I just threw up minutes ago. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Let's go say they're Aussie. We could say hi to them maybe. Let me see how long they've been live for, because it may not be a good time. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna end soon. Okay. This is a tough time of the day to find people, apparently. Okay. You know what? Let's just go raid, it's a little more than I usually like to. But I also really like the guy, so we're gonna do it. Let's go say JMO. JMO's always a good guy. Hop in, get some free channel points, meet a cool streamer along the way. You know the deal, guys. We've been over this. JMO is a cool dude, though. I highly recommend his content. This guy, he's got a really cool voice. You'll like it. Hope you gain a few more viewers. Well, on Tuesday, I'll welcome it with open arms. But I appreciate you very much, dude. All of y'all have been amazing. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. All right? Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.